And so we're hearing that it grew from 700 acres yesterday morning to about 5,000 acres by the evening time. Now, another number that was thrown out was more than 4,000 acres. So, you know, at this point, it's a large fire. Do they have an exact number? No, but they are telling us that it is 10% contained and it is moving. It's been described as a large and dynamic fire. And you could see just some of the videos that we were showing you. I mean, we're talking about some massive flames that have eaten up structures, including homes, 47 that we know of at this point. And one of the persons who talked said that some of the folks have lost everything in Brantley County. And when you hear that, there was a shudder here in the studio. I mean, just to imagine that these fires are getting that big and that dangerous and that close to homes to the point where they have destroyed entire homes for folks. There are evacuations that are in place. They're not mandatory at this time. There are advisories, but when people are being advised to evacuate the area, it's good to heed those warnings. And then things to remember: you have gas in the tank, have a go bag ready, have plans for your pets, your animals, which take a little bit more preparation, and that's understood. There are various shelters in Brantley County. We have those listed for you on our website, which is firstcoastnews.com. And already 25 people have started to seek shelter in the shelters there in Brantley County, and more are expected to be there today. This is all a matter of safety, of course. And if you've never been in this situation, I understand it's a scary situation. I've covered fires for several years now and have been in the middle of one as it was coming through a neighborhood. It is absolutely frightening. So if you are able to get out of the neighborhood before that even becomes a threat, then that's the thing to do, because you want to remain safe and you want to keep your family safe. So at this point, let's go over to Chief Meteorologist Lewis Turner for a look at how the weather is impacting this particular situation. We've got all kinds, I think he said 22 fire agencies helping them out there in Brantley County. What is the weather forecast for them?
Bone dry. Bone dry with variable winds, and you know, well said, Jess. I mean, you put it so succinctly and so well. You think about when they say dynamic fire, it just lends itself to the unpredictability of its sudden movements, and why the go bag is so very necessary when we're talking about a situation with Brantley County, certainly, but we're watching fires all over the First Coast and Southeast Georgia. This is a live camera out of Waynesville now, so Brantley Emergency Management there, looking towards the sky, just so hazy, air quality so poor. There are in a lot of spots around Southeast Georgia, here in Northeast Florida as well, with that smoke moving in and around our area. So we do have weather impact alert in place now through at least Thursday morning. This is going to be flexible, all right, as we think about air quality concerns, living and doing activities outside. You got to limit that time outside right now with just how smoky it is. That can truly impact health, and if you're respiratory illness, asthma, things like that, got to be extra careful. Let's talk about the future, though, how those winds look. Dew points, very, very important when talking about fire weather, and rain. Goodness, we need it. We'll talk about that all coming up in the 7-day forecast, so stay with us.
All right, Lou, thank you. We are continuing our coverage of the railroad fire. This one is the one in Clay and Putnam counties. That was 2, had become 1 now. Hundreds of responders from multiple counties in the state are continuing to fight this fire. And right now it is more than 4,000 acres in size. It is 55% contained. In Clay County, no roads are closed. And the fire continues to remain south of Green Cove Springs and east of Highway 17 to the county line. So we're talking in that area between 17 and the river. Our Zach Wilcox joins us now from Clay County. And so, Zach, a press conference is expected to take place there in just the next 30 minutes or so. So tell us more about what you're seeing.
Yeah, Jessica, as soon as we wrap up here, we're going to head on over there to get that press conference. You can see all the first responder vehicles that are over there. We've seen some of the trucks coming in and out, and lots of flashing lights at this staging area. And the fire is on the other side of 17 from where we're standing right now. And it's such a big difference from when I was out here Sunday night when this fire first started. Almost sounds like an oxymoron, right? At the time, the fire was about 1,000 acres, but was 0% contained. Now, 4,000 acres when you combine it with the fire that started in Putnam County, and 55% contained. 55% contained is a lot more than 0%. When we were out here on Sunday, we went down Decoy Road for a little while. and the smoke got so thick we couldn't pass any farther. They had the road closure there, and we could see the flames burning right near the railroad tracks, right in the tree line, and the crew's working on that dark smoke that was coming up. We don't see as much of that dark smoke now, but you heard Lou mention that folks need to be staying inside at this point, especially because of the respiratory issues. We talked with one woman who was just driving up along this way. She mentioned the only time that she's going out right now is to take her dog out. She has asthma, and when she goes out, she has to put a cloth over her face while she has the dog outside, and she said that she's having to worry about her house. Her daughter lives on the other side of 17, so she was going to check in on her daughter. The fire came right up to the edge of her property. She mentioned yesterday the smoke was so bad that it was unbearable. So hopefully some progress today, and hopefully we get a good update as we cross the street here to get that press conference. Just south of Greencomb Springs, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.
All right, thank you so much, Zach. Some help from the air in Clay County. A helicopter dubbed the Fire Flight collecting water to be brought to help fight the flames from the sky. Clay County Sheriff Michelle Cook posting this video saying thank you to Flagler County for helping in this particular situation. Also in southeast Georgia, so we'll move back up to Georgia, the largest fire in our area has been Clinch County. But you know what? It's no longer the largest one. It's grown to more than 16. Well, actually it is. It is 16,500 acres. So it is very, very big. The fire started Saturday and since then has more than tripled in size. And at this hour, that fire is now just 10% contained. So 16,000 acres. Wow. Anyone impacted by wildfires or forced to leave their homes can store their belongings for free. U-Haul is offering its 30-day free disaster relief program at dozens of locations across Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia. And you can get a self-storage unit or a portable storage container for a month for free. Just call or go to a location near you to see if that particular location is participating. And with some people forced to leave their homes because of the wildfires, we're on your side with what to do if your house has fire damage or smoke damage. We spoke with an insurance agent who says to make sure you have a copy of your insurance policy, including your policy number and how to file a claim. Also, take videos of each room in your home. He says this will make it easier if you need to file a claim and speak with adjusters. You'll also want to check to see if your insurance policy covers temporary living expenses.
If you can't live in your home for a few days, then your homeowner's policy also provide coverage for temporary living expenses, wherein you can, go to a hotel or go to temporary housing. And the homeowner's policy will pay for those expenses, those extra expenses that you may incur.
All right, you also are told to look at your policy to see if it covers smoke damage if you live near the fires.